Red flag. You've probably heard this term everywhere lately. TikTok, Instagram, group chats. But do you know what it actually means? A red flag isn't just a sign that someone is a bad person. It's a psychological warning signal that a relationship is heading somewhere dangerous. Psychotherapist Caitlin Weiss puts it this way. Red flags are the sneak preview of the plot. If you ignore them, you'll find yourself stuck in a bad movie you could have walked out of during the opening credits. So why can't we see them? 2 reasons. 1. The spell. Your brain's judgment function switches off. 2. Nobody ever taught us what to look for. Today, we're going to break down these 7 red flags. If you hear one and think, "Wait, I've been through that," count them on your fingers. Make sure to drop your score in the comments. Red flag number 1. You're talking about exes during the talking stage. And they say, "My ex was a total psycho, the one before was a liar, and honestly, everyone I've dated was just crazy." Hearing this, your first instinct might be, "Wow, they've been through so much. I need to treat them better." But hold on a second. Watch out for people who paint every single ex as the villain. In psychology, this is a classic sign of external attribution bias, where someone refuses to take accountability and blames everyone else for their own problems. Think about it logically. If it wasn't just 1 or 2, but every single person they dated was the problem? You need to ask yourself, who is the only common denominator here? And here's the scary part. It's only a matter of time before you end up on that crazy list too. Red flag number 2. At first, they texted every day. Good morning messages. 2-hour calls at night. You thought, this person really likes me. Then one day, left on read. They say I've been busy, but something feels different. So you try harder. More messages, more adjusting, more effort. Then they warm up again. Then go cold again. It keeps repeating. This isn't just a busy schedule. It's called intermittent reinforcement. Giving just enough attention and affection to keep someone interested, unpredictably. Anxiety often disguises itself as love. And sometimes, the people who make us feel the most unstable become the ones we're most addicted to. You may not be addicted to the person. You may be addicted to the uncertainty of being wanted again. Red flag number 3. The fact that I get this jealous just shows how much I care. At first, it sounds kind of sweet. They value me that much. But over time, something shifts. You text a friend of the opposite gender and their mood changes. You go to an event where other people are around and the atmosphere gets tense. At some point, you start monitoring your own natural behavior. Jealousy and control look different. But they come from the same place. Excessive jealousy often stems from deep-seated insecurity or a need for control. It may initially feel like love, but over time it quietly erodes your independence and autonomy. Real love gives you freedom. It doesn't make you anxious. Red flag number 4. Days of silence. You're about to give up, then suddenly, "I miss you." You get excited and reply. You suggest meeting up. "I've been kind of busy lately." More days pass. Another message. Another rush. Another disappearance. This cycle keeps repeating. This is called breadcrumbing. Like dropping breadcrumbs, giving just enough attention to keep someone interested, without any intention of building something real. Research suggests that over 30% of online daters have experienced breadcrumbing in the past year alone. Why do people do this? To boost their own ego. To keep their options open. To avoid confronting their own feelings. This isn't about you. They're using your emotions as a resource. That excitement you feel when they finally reach out, that's not attraction. That's anxiety. And now you know the difference. Red flag number 5. You had a fight.
This is all your fault!
No, I didn't mean for this to happen.
Excuses! You always mess things up!
Please stop blaming me.
At some point, when conflict starts, your first thought becomes, what did I do wrong? This is called blame shifting. It's a defense pattern used by people who feel their self-image is threatened when they admit fault. By redirecting responsibility onto you, they maintain a position of superiority and avoid accountability. In a healthy relationship, conflict is us versus the problem. In a red flag relationship, conflict becomes you versus me. And you're always set up to lose. If you walked away from an argument feeling guilty, but you're not sure why, that guilt might not be yours. Red flag number 6. Ask your friends about this person. They love them. Oh, you found such a good one. You two are so well matched. But when you get home, it's different. Silence. Dismissiveness. Irritation over small things. This is called conditional kindness, performing as a perfect partner in public while showing a completely different face in private. They seem wonderful to everyone else. So why are you the only one hurting? If that question keeps repeating in your head, you're already starting to doubt your own reality. Red flag number 7. And the most dangerous one. At first, you don't notice. That friend of yours seems kind of off. I'm not sure they're a good influence on you. Why do you see your family so much? Don't we need time for us too? Each comment sounds reasonable on its own. But at some point, you look around and there's only one person left. Friends you used to talk to every day. Family events you used to attend. Time alone that's quietly disappeared. Isolation is one of the most powerful tools of control in a relationship. It can feel like our world at first, but what it's actually doing is cutting off your external support system. The fewer people you have around you, the harder it becomes to leave. You start to feel like you can't function without them. Isolation is not proof of deep love. It can also be proof of deep control. If your world is slowly shrinking down to one person, that relationship may not be loving you. It may be consuming you. You've heard all 7, and some of you might be thinking, I knew. But why didn't I see it at the time? Or, I can see it right now. So why can't I leave? That's not stupidity. That's not weakness. There's a psychological reason. 3 of them. 1. The spell effect. We covered this last episode. When you fall in love, your prefrontal cortex shuts down. You're running on dopamine. In that state, even if a red flag is right in front of you, your brain translates it as that's fine. 2. Normalcy bias. Things that once felt strange after enough repetition start to feel like, I guess this is just how things are. Our brains are wired to interpret familiar as normal. When the unusual becomes routine, it stops registering as unusual. 3. The sunk cost fallacy. The tendency to continue investing in a relationship because of how much you've already put into time, emotion, energy. Research by Kahneman and Tversky shows that humans feel losses far more intensely than equivalent gains. In relationships, this translates to, I've come this far, it would be a waste to leave now. We've been together for 3 years. I've put up with so much already. Here's the honest truth. Those 3 years are already gone. If you stay, they become 4. Then 5. Don't let what you've already invested determine what you do next. So how do you actually catch these things while you're in it? Stop watching feelings. Start watching patterns. 3 questions you can use right now. Question 1. Since this person came into your life, are you expanding, or are you shrinking? Your confidence. Your friendships. Your time alone. Is there more of those things, or less? Question 2. What does your closest friend think about this relationship? Are you dismissing their concern as they just don't understand? The outside perspective is often the clearest one. Question 3. This one is the most powerful. Take something that happened in this relationship recently. Now explain it to yourself from 1 year ago. Would that version of you say that sounds okay? Or would they say get out? That answer is what you need to do next. Today we dissected 7 red flags. Badmouthing every single ex. Running hot and cold. Calling jealousy love. Breadcrumbing, giving just enough to keep you hooked. Always making the fight your fault. Perfect in public, different behind closed doors. And slowly cutting you off from everyone else. Knowing these now doesn't make everything easy overnight. But here's what matters. This isn't about labeling people as bad. It's about protecting yourself. How many of the 7 applied to you today? Next episode, the most dangerous red flag of all. The one that looks exactly like perfect love at the start. We're dissecting love bombing. This is Love Game Lab.